Yo! Let's talk about Jason Universe. Now, I did a video talking about the Sweet Revenge, did a full movie review on that. If you want to watch that, it's on my movie review tab in the playlist thing on this channel. Definitely go and check that out if you want to. You can check out all my movie reviews if you want to. Wink wink, nudge nudge. Yeah, honestly, Sweet Revenge, like I said in that, was like a 5 out of 10. I'm not going to say the reason because I want you guys to have to go and watch that movie review. But yeah, it was a 5 out of 10. This video is just going to be me talking about Jason Universe as a whole and what they're doing. And whether or not I think they're going in the right direction. So, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about that. Jason Universe is the whole... It's not even like a multiverse type of thing with a whole bunch of video games and like the MCU and everything. It is going to be just a brand, a Jason Universe brand. Now that's basically what this video is going to be about, is the fact that they're turning Jason into a brand instead of an actual character. But yeah, okay, first of all, what do they actually own? They don't own anything from the first movie, meaning Pamela. They can't say the name Jason Voorhees, it's just Jason. I think if they could say the name Jason Voorhees, I think the Voorhees universe would sound better than the Jason universe. I don't know, that might just be me. It would encapsulate all of the series, including Pamela, in the first movie, which would be a lot better, I think. But yeah, whatever. Jason Universe, fine enough name, I guess. And they did the 1 and 3 in the universe title, which is kind of stupid, but also kind of cool, so whatever. So basically, all they're doing, as of right now, is making Jason a big brand. They're doing a whole bunch of collabs. The Sweet Revenge was nothing more than a Angry Orchard collab. They're doing a whole bunch of merchandise, a whole bunch of stuff like that. I think they're just trying to get more money so they can make an actual movie. But it really sucks to see them turn Jason into nothing more than like a bobblehead that you would see in Walmart or something like that, which he already is. He's already that big, but now they're just making him merchandise. And they don't really seem to be caring about making good quality movies or really quality anything. Nothing they've brought out looks very worked on. Like, it doesn't look like it's very quality merchandise at all. It looks like really quick fix type of stuff. But yeah, I don't know. The Jason Universe is just making him merchandise. That's it right now. And then they also did Sweet Revenge, which is just a collab with Angry Orchard. It seems like they're trying to make Jason less of a character and more of a mascot, to be honest. And that's what I really want to hone in on as of right this second, because we don't need Jason to be a mascot for anything, because he's a character. He's supposed to be in movies and stuff, not like a weird mascot, especially for alcohol. Can we just sit down and talk about how weird that it is that it's Angry Orchard of all things? Like, alcoholism is one of the things he kills people for. That's a little bit weird. Honestly, I think it would have been cooler if they had, instead of making a 15-minute like short film collab like commercial for Angry Orchard, I think it would have been cooler if they did like a normal 1-minute commercial where Angry Orchard people are sitting around a campfire talking and drinking Angry Orchard. Jason walks out, decapitates a whole bunch of them, tears them all apart, kills them all of it on screen, unlike Sweet Revenge. And then at the end, he picks up Angry Orchard, looks at it, and either crushes it in his hand, like the bottle, or he like lifts his head and dumps the Angry Orchard down into his hockey mask. I think that would be funny. That would definitely be even worse for characterization for him, but I think it would be funny. But him crushing the bottle would be like, that would make sense for him. Or maybe the only one that was drinking Angry Orchard gets away, and then he grabs the bottle and crushes it out of anger and then walks away. And it's just like, Angry Orchard gives you the strength to fight back against supernatural entities. That would, dude, I'd buy it at that point. But yeah, I don't know, man. They're just making him merchandisable, and they're making him a mascot for a whole bunch of stuff, and doesn't feel like actual Jason. It feels fake. Like, you can tell, I don't know, the interviews and stuff that I've heard, the people behind Jason Universe seem like they really care about Friday the 13th, like, beyond what most horror fans would care about it. Like, yeah, obviously it's a very famous slasher movie franchise and everything, but the people doing the interviews just seem like Jason has been a huge part of their life and like something they've always wanted to work on, and I respect that. But I want to see it put to film or put to anything, because as of right now, all I'm seeing is that they see dollar signs on Jason, and that's it. I mean, seriously, they're making him just as merchandisable as possible, especially with his design and everything. It's a very bland design that's made to just be sellable to everyone, instead of making something that's actually unique and stuff. I still can't get over the mask. It looks like a Scooby-Doo villain. Like, with how the eye holes and everything are, it just looks like a Scooby-Doo villain to me. But, I don't know, man. It would be nice if they brought out a movie and it was like the best Friday the 13th movie ever, or at least since 4 or 6. 6 is my personal favorite. I know people like 4. 4 is definitely my second favorite, but 6 is definitely my first favorite. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be nice to see that, but as of right now, I don't have any trust in these people whatsoever. They talk about how much they love it and everything, but it seems like every single person involved just sees Jason as a huge, big ol' cartoony bag of money with a dollar sign on it, like a burglar would use in a Looney Tunes cartoon. Yeah, man, it's disheartening, I guess is the best word for it, to see that something that was supposed to bring Jason back is kind of just making him worse in every way, like just making him a mascot instead of bringing him back as an actual character. It'd be really cool to see an actual good movie go to theaters, though. I've never gotten to see a Friday 13th movie in theaters, actually, because I was like really young whenever the Friday 13th remake came out and everything. I would love to go and see, like, even a mid Friday 13th movie, I would love to go see in theaters. But yeah, they need to get on Freddy Krueger too. I need Nightmare on Elm Street. I want to see one of those in theaters. That'd be cool. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it looks like they just see dollar signs on my poor man Jason. But I really, really hope that they blow me out of the water. Oh my god, what in the world was that? There's a saying, man, I'm not even gonna try that again. I don't know. I hope they do good on the movie. I hope they blow my mind. There we go. I think I would need to just stop saying the word blow. It feels weird every time I do it. But yeah, I hope they do really good if they do a full-on go to theaters type of movie. And if they don't, I hope they do better on the short films they make, because I'm pretty sure they're already talking about a sequel to Sweet Revenge, which could be good if they show the kills, and you know, if they fix everything that I talked about in the movie review, it'll be good. And man, I don't know, man, there's just fan-made short films are better than that. It's just insane. Like, I never did a review over Never Hike Alone or Never Hike Alone in the Snow, but I would give Never Hike Alone a 7.5 out of 10. This is like based off of actual movies. Like, how much would I give it if it was an actual go to theater movie, and I knew that it was that short, you know? I would give it a 7.5 out of 10, and then the Never Hike Alone in the Snow, I'd probably give it a 7.5 out of 10 too, especially for the arrow kill. I just love snow in slasher movies. It looks, this is gonna sound weird, but it looks beautiful when the blood hits the snow. It just looks really vibrant, and I like how it looks. The arrow kill was really cool in that one. Just, I don't know, the kills are better in those. The tension is better. Just oh my god, the Jason actor is better in all of those. I really hope they change the Jason actor. Don't know who played him, and I'm sorry if he ends up seeing this video. Which he won't. No, probably no one's gonna watch this. Most people don't really watch my like longer videos, but yeah, I really hope they change the Jason actor, because he is really tall and lanky, and that is not Jason, not to me at least. if they're gonna make him tall, he needs to be at least burly. I like the Kane Hodder type of body for Jason, though, whenever it's like the short and big, like big burly. Or not really short, but shorter, you know what I mean? And then I like CJ Graham in part 6 too, which, I mean, that's my favorite one, obviously, so obviously I'm gonna like him. Yeah, I don't know. We need a new Jason actor, though, because people are already making fun of him for being so short, like lanky, tall and lanky, and the mask. The mask looks cool from the side. I'll give them that. With the lighting and everything from Sweet Revenge, it looks cool with the lighting. I keep on talking about Sweet Revenge, but that's just because that's basically all we have, other than the merchandising. I've wanted a thing of Angry Orchard with the Jason on it, the hockey mask. I don't know. That's the biggest piece of merchandising. There's also a mask in Spirit Halloween. I don't really like the mask. I think the chevrons are way too big, and I think there aren't enough holes in it. Yeah, I don't know. It's you know what? Let me rate the whole Jason universe as a whole right now. I would give it a 4 out of 10. 1 point below the short film they made. 4 out of 10. They definitely need to improve, but they are on the right track to get stuff done. Especially if they're just wanting money. If they're just wanting money, I'd give them a 6 out of 10. They're definitely going to be getting money with how much merchandising and everything they're doing. They're definitely getting his name out there, so they're definitely going to be making money. But if it's out of like how good they're doing, like quality wise, it's 4 out of 10. Yeah, I just really hope they do good with Jason, and hopefully when they do a movie, if they do a full-on go-to-theater movie, they can get Sean Cunningham, or whatever his name is, who owns the part 1 and everything. Hopefully they can get him to sign off on the rights of part 1 just for that movie or something, because it would really suck to have a Jason and not be able to say Voorhees, or have a Jason movie without Pamela whatsoever. It'd be weird, to be honest. Maybe we can get Pamela talking to him, like in Friday 13th the game. When does that ever happen in the movies? Wait, part 1 is Pamela. Part 2, she talks to him, but it's because the chick takes her sweater. Part 3 doesn't have it. Part 4 doesn't have it. Part 5 isn't even Jason. 6 is my favorite one, but also doesn't have it. 7 definitely doesn't have it. That's the one with the Carrie chick, the one with the psychic powers. Part 8 takes Manhattan. That one, does that one? No, it doesn't have it. I was thinking of maybe the weird, wacky part in the dance room, but that's not it. And then 9 is Jason Goes to Hell. That's not it. And then Jason X definitely doesn't have it. The remake has it. Wait. No, it doesn't. No, it just has Pamela as a whole. But yeah, that's weird. She never talks to him in the movies. Weird. Where did the fan films and everything get that? Oh wait, I think Freddy vs. Jason, she talks. No, it's Freddy that does it. What in the world? Maybe she never talks to him in it, and it's just the games and the fan films. That's weird. I need to rewatch all the movies. But yeah, like I said, 4 out of 10 for the entirety of Jason Universe. Tell me your thoughts. Maybe you can shine a beautiful beacon of light upon this dark, dreary time on Jason Universe. Maybe I missed something that they brought out, and it's like a huge banger of a merchandising or like movie or whatever little skit that they made. Maybe something like that. I don't know. Tell me your thoughts on Jason Universe. Yeah. I like Jason. I like the movies. See ya.